What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my video. I'm still super awkward about the introduction. I don't know what to say, so don't mind me, but I think the background is pretty nice. But how's everybody doing? Because I'm doing super fine. Don't mind the background noise. There's some kids playing. So here's the deal. I just came from the trail. I just found a new trail in Edmonton, and as you know, I like to go outside and shoot some random videos. So, and I'm also a lot into biking, especially trails, going down trails and shit. So in today's video, I'm actually going to show you my build, my scavenger build, and also give you some little tips on how to go trails, how to trail ride and stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, people of this earth, here's my little setup on what you gotta need for to go down a trail, and I'm gonna do a separate part on each of these individual. Just gonna say a couple tips. I really don't know what to say. I'm just freestyling right now. Freestyling, yeah. So let's start. Okay, so this old Norco Scorcher, holy, take a look at this for a second. Okay. So a little backstory to this bike. Why I said scavenger build. Because this bike is literally a scavenger build. I did
not pay a cent for that bike, and I'm gonna say everything because people are gonna be like, you stole this bike, like this and that. No, but you can think whatever you want. Let me just turn up the light here. Here's the story. So I'm walking home. I used to work on the east side, and I actually live on the west side. So I would take a bus or whatever I can do to get to work. And one day I was walking. I had my hipster bike back then, but I don't remember why I wasn't using it yet. So I was busing to work, and it was like an hour and 30 minutes ride type of thing. So, and one day I was just watching like the trail beside, I don't know, and I figured I could just bike there because I knew how to get there. It's not really that hard. So I think that's when I started using the hipster bike. So I started going there, and I know I kind of got tired of it. I don't know why, but I got tired of using my hipster bike. And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, man, I gotta get myself an actual trail bike. I had a mountain bike before, but I sold it. So one day I was walking, and I swear to the baby universe, before the Big Bang, before it was all, you get what I mean. I find this bike in the bushes, literally walking home, find this bike, and I was like, whoa.
Really? Like this? You gonna give it to me? You know? And like I knew for a fact it was stolen because it had all kinds of black tape around the name and around the tags and all that stuff. So I was like, wow, I'm gonna be the twisted Robin Hood and steal it back. And so I did that. I took that bike home, and back then I've had an idea born in my head that I'm gonna have a scavenge build. I'm just gonna try and find anything I can. Like I could buy parts, but come on, it's no adventure, and you know that I like adventures. So I decided this bike is gonna be a scavenge build. So next thing that I found, actually, so we're in downtown, was this fork. This is a pretty nice fork, and to be completely honest with you, I don't know if that's the actual name for this thing right here. How I found this is I was going for a trail, and I saw a frame, basically a downhill frame, very heavy one. I was like, screw that, I'm not gonna take it. But I saw the fork, and my how do I say this? My stock fork is a little shitty. not that it's shitty, it's very heavy, and it's just it's just not that good. So I decided I'd take that fork, so I slapped the fork in there, somehow figured out like the whole steering wheel situation, because if you know anything about bikes, you need like this part to be you need to be you need to have this whole thing set up and properly, and you see I didn't do that. I literally just pushed the whole thing and tied the bolts, so one day it's just gonna collapse on me and I'm gonna hey neighbor, I'm gonna fall off of it. But until then, we'll riding. And yeah, so like little things I did. Then my rear wheel completely gave out. Somebody gave me the rear wheel, fixed that one up. I mean, look at these pedals, man. They're not for trail ride. They're literally different pedals. You seen this? Yeah, like this is how ratchet this bike is, and that's why I love it. So yeah, and like another thing, front wheel came from my buddy Al. Thanks to Al for letting me use it whatever I can. And also I found in the garage I found a seat which is actually pretty good, and I slapped the seat in there too. So this bike is totally ridiculous and I love it. And I've been on crazy trails with this guy. It hurt my balls so many times and I fell off of it so many times, but I love it. So enough of that. Let's move on to the gear, or just like the things you're gonna need while you trail riding. So everything that I have has some kind of history behind it. I kind of stopped buying clothes back in 2018, so now I'm just using all the old clothes and all the old things because I believe you gotta save money and save up for a business or whatever. If you don't like spending money like I am, live a life. Yeah, that took me a second, but yeah, maybe just because I'm broke that I can't buy anything. Here's my backpack that I had back in freaking grade 10 or something. I have my water bottle. All you need is some water, maybe some food. I have a rope. I don't know how I can use it, but you never know. When I found that fork, I actually put a fork like right here, secured it, and this has been a very helpful part of it. But in here I have a couple of instruments that I might use in the process of trail riding, because you never know when your wheel is gonna fall off. And yeah, so I have a couple Allen keys. This wrench, I have no clue. Comment please, what is the name of it? I can never remember what it's called. Some pliers, sure, and a pen. Of course you're gonna need a pen. You never know when you trail riding and somebody's gonna offer you a contract for $250,000 to write for their brand. You never know. You need a pen. So let you know. So here it is. I think I have some here, something. Yeah. So next part of the gear is sneakers. Why is it such an important part of trail riding for as of my experience and as of my opinion? Dude, I need to buy new sneaks. But why is it such an important part is because you need all the grip when you're going down trails, and that's exactly why those pedals are no good whatsoever. you need a good grip to stay on the bike and not fall off of it. So I'm using these bad boys. Like, man, I use all my sneakers a lot, and as you can see, like right now they're real dirty and they have holes in them, but I'll wash them and maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna repair these, but yeah, these have seen some stuff for sure. So moving on to the last part, I think you need some kind of gloves. It's the least important part, but I feel like it would help with the grip, because when you're going down the trails and it's crazy, you better hold on to your steering wheel. Is it steering wheel or steering fork? I mean steering, just a, what is that thing called? Yeah, I believe it's steering wheel. But here's a little video. I also am going to go on a really early ride tomorrow, go down a couple trails, hopefully be able to shoot it, like take a video of it. But the only problem I have is I have my GoPro, but I gave it to a buddy and I'll get it sometime. I don't have the SD card. I'm just gonna have to literally be like, go out the ratchet way. Like, I'm just gonna, duct tape my phone to a helmet or something. I usually never wear a helmet because I'm a cool boy, but I think I'm gonna have to do it this time. So here it is for the first part of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like for the ratchet scavenger build, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.